5 seconds. PW9 ASI Ishwar Singh further testified that he recorded the statement XPC of Sarla deceased and sent the same to police station Narayanagar along with his endorsement XPF3 for registration of the case. He also testified that he recorded the statement of Rajkumar, Ranjana, Ramlal and Shamlal under section 161 CRPC, and then he went to the court premises Chandigarh, from where he obtained the copy of statement of Sarla deceased. He further testified that a constable, along with the file of Sundar Shyam, this case, met him at bus stand Chandigarh. Then he went to the 2013 96-15-52 I attached to the accuracy and integrity of this document Punjab and Haryana High Court, Chandigarh, place of occurrence at Narayanagar, where he inspected the spot and prepared rough site plan XPL on the pointing out of Guru Das, brother of the appellant. He further testified that on 2/11/2001 he was presented at bus stand of Narayanagar. Constable Rajpal came to him and told him that Sarla deceased had died due to burn injuries, and he gave him a copy of report EXPE to that effect. He further testified that then offence under section 302 IPC was added, and then he, along with Constable Rajpal, went to PGI Chandigarh, where he prepared inquest report EXPM and sent the corpse of Sarla to the mortuary for autopsy, and after autopsy on 3/11/2001 corpse of Sarla deceased was handed over to her relatives for cremation. He further testified that on return to Narayanagar he handed over the file to SHO of police station Narayanagar, and he also testified that he recorded the statement of draftsman who prepared the scaled site plan EXPB. Learned Additional Advocate General Haryana contended that the Learned Trial Court rightly convicted and sentenced the Sundar Shyam appellant on the basis of dying declaration, which was only evidence 2013 9/6/15-52 I attached to the accuracy and integrity of this document Punjab and Haryana High Court, Chandigarh, available at that time as Guru Das Big, the brother of the appellant, might not have supported the case of the prosecution. So he contended that the Learned Trial Court rightly relied upon the dying declaration for basing conviction and sentence upon the appellant void impugned judgment of conviction and order of sentence dated 16/11/2004 that may be upheld and affirmed, as these do not suffer from any illegality or impropriety. Court, in order to satisfy whether the deceased was in a fit mental condition to make the dying declaration. Looks up to Sundar Shyam 2013 906 1552. I attest to the accuracy and integrity of this document. Punjab and Haryana High Court, Chandigarh. The medical opinion, but where the eyewitness said that the deceased was in a fit and consciousness state to make the dying declaration. The medical opinion cannot prevail. A dying declaration can be oral or in writing, and any adequate method of communication, whether by words or by sign or otherwise, will suffice, provided the indication is positive and definite. The Honorable Supreme Court of India in Ranjit Singh versus State of Punjab 2006 SCC 130 held that dying declaration can be sole basis for conviction if reliable. If suspicion, court can look for some corroborating evidence. Sundar Shyam 2013 9/6 1552. I attest to the accuracy and integrity of this document. Punjab and Haryana High Court, Chandigarh. The Honorable Supreme Court of India in Munna Raja and another versus the State of MP 1976 AIR SC 2199 held that statement by victim recorded as FIR could be treated as dying declaration. Such statement is admissible under Section 32 of Evidence Act, and corroboration is not necessary. It was also held that law does not require that the maker of the dying declaration must cover the whole incident or narrate the case history.